Did you know that angels and giants are real? Angels, giants, and forbidden knowledge. We've heard this story so many times before, haven't we? But have we really? Are we sure it's not something we've been told to forget? Watchers is a word that comes from the Hebrew word for watchman. It describes the heavenly beings who are responsible for guarding the Garden of Eden and keeping watch over mankind. This tale of the Watchers was recorded in the Book of Enoch, which has had a great influence on many people throughout history. The Book of Enoch itself is divided into 5 parts, one of which is known as the Book of Watchers, or the Watchers. According to this text, a group of angels rebelled against heaven and fell to earth, where they taught humans forbidden sciences, had children with human women, and corrupted mankind. Let's delve into the fascinating lore surrounding these fallen angels and uncover the hidden knowledge they brought to our world. So first of all, let me tell you that the Watchers were not evil by nature. They were created as good and perfect beings. However, they became consumed with the desire to know more than what was intended for them to know. In other words, they wanted to see what was beyond the gate of the garden, forbidden knowledge. So they started watching over the daughters of men and decided to corrupt them. As a result, the Watchers did not just fall out of the sky, so to speak, but instead rebelled against heaven because they wanted to learn more about the mysteries of life and creation. They didn't want to be mere watchmen anymore, but rather become knowers. And how do you get knowledge? Through experience, through doing, through action. That's how you gain knowledge. So they decided to act, to intervene, and interact with humanity. What makes the story even more dramatic is that according to some accounts, there were 200 or 365 of them. You can find different numbers in different texts. They left heaven, forsook their divine duty, and abandoned the righteous path laid out for them. And in the process, they did something truly remarkable. They shared their knowledge and skills with humans. What kind of knowledge and skills, you might ask? Well, the list is pretty impressive. They taught us astronomy and navigation, allowing us to understand the patterns of the stars and navigate the seas. They taught us medicine and surgery, helping us heal the sick and wounded. They even showed us how to make weapons and armor, skills that can be used for good or for evil. The Watchers also passed on their ability to control elemental forces such as fire and water, giving mortals extraordinary powers. It is believed that they were giants, towering figures who appeared to humans as supernatural beings with immense strength and abilities. By sharing this forbidden knowledge, the Watchers elevated humanity to new heights, enabling us to unlock the secrets of the universe and master various skills and abilities. But at what cost? As you may have guessed, the relationship between the Watchers and humanity was not without its consequences. When humans began to use the knowledge and skills taught by the Watchers for their own selfish purposes, it caused great suffering and turmoil. This led to a massive flood sent by God to punish humanity for their transgressions. The Watchers, being angels, could not be directly punished by God. So instead, they were chained up and locked away in the abyss until the time of judgment. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure you've heard similar stories in the past. But now, let's shift our attention to another significant aspect of this tale, the Nephilim. These enigmatic beings are mentioned in the Bible and have captured the fascination of many throughout history. Now, when it comes to deciphering the identity of the Nephilim, we have the option of choosing between 2 perspectives. Some believe that the Nephilim were the offspring of the Watchers and the daughters of men. Others contend that they were the descendants of Adam and Eve, born from the union of Cain with his sister Abel's wife. However, it's important to note that the Bible itself does not explicitly state who the Nephilim were, leaving room for different interpretations and beliefs. Now, whether they were the product of angelic unions or the descendants of Adam and Eve, the Nephilim are portrayed as giants of immense size and strength. Genesis chapter 6 verse 4 says that the Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, giants of long stature. Their enormous size made them a formidable force, capable of wreaking havoc and terror among mortals. The mere sight of these colossal beings could strike fear into the hearts of men. In the midst of this cosmic drama, a pivotal figure emerges, Enoch. He is called the scribe of righteousness and acts as a mediator between God and the Watchers. Enoch's role is crucial in guiding humanity during perilous times, and his wisdom and teachings offer a beacon of hope. His son Methuselah is known for his longevity, living for 969 years. According to some accounts, Enoch was taken up to heaven by God. becoming the first human to ascend without dying. And it is said that he received divine visions that revealed the mysteries of the cosmos and the fate of humanity. Now let's talk about the fallen angels themselves. These celestial beings chose to abandon their heavenly duties and align themselves with the rebellious watchers. Their decision to stray from the righteous path had profound consequences, casting them into a state of disgrace and eternal torment. In the Book of Enoch, we read about their imprisonment, saying, "And the angels who had sinned with the daughters of men in those days were confined in their places of confinement, and they were bound everyone in his place until the judgment and the new heaven and the new earth. And it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied in those days that there were born unto them giants, and that there were great men, the sons of Seth, and the sons of the Watchers, and the giants, the sons of Anakim, and the sons of Rephaim, and the sons of Elam, and the sons of Zuzim." Their punishment, however, was not limited to their earthly imprisonment. Fallen angels were also subjected to other forms of torment. First, they lost their wings, losing their ability to soar through the heavens and fly freely. This symbolized their separation from the divine realm and their descent to the earthly plane. Additionally, they suffered physical transformations, with some being likened to lead or copper, signifying the heaviness of their sin and the burden they now carried. Fallen angels also experienced spiritual corruption, with their once radiant forms becoming defiled and filthy. This emphasized the spiritual impurity that resulted from their rebellion and association with the giants. Moreover, they were deprived of light, being banished to dark and shadowy places where they were tormented by the light that they could no longer access. This deprivation symbolized the absence of divine presence and the loss of the illuminating guidance of the celestial realm. Lastly, fallen angels endured the agonizing sensation of burning, both physically and metaphorically. This torment represented the consuming guilt and the eternal fire that awaited them for their rebellion against the divine order. The story of the Watchers, the Nephilim, and the fallen angels offers a cautionary tale about the dangers of forbidden knowledge and the consequences of abandoning one's divine purpose. It reminds us of the importance of staying on the righteous path and avoiding the allure of power and forbidden wisdom. Now here's the thing. Although the Watchers, along with their leader Azazel, met an unfortunate end, their influence did not vanish completely. In fact, they managed to leave an indelible mark on our world, and this is especially evident in the realm of Western magic and occultism. Azazel, known as the leader of the Watchers, is considered the goat demon in certain traditions, embodying both darkness and chaos. Interestingly, some scholars speculate that Azazel may have inspired the biblical figure of the devil. Over time, Azazel's influence extended beyond religious texts, finding a place in folklore, mythology, and even contemporary culture. The impact of the Watchers on Western magic and occultism is undeniable. Figures like Lucifer and Satan have captivated humanity's imagination and become synonymous with temptation and evil. These fallen angels are often depicted as seductive and charismatic, possessing the ability to lead mortals astray and corrupt their souls. Western magic and occultism draw heavily from the lore surrounding the Watchers, incorporating their forbidden knowledge and powers into various practices and rituals. The pursuit of forbidden knowledge, a central theme in the story of the Watchers, continues to fascinate and intrigue those seeking to unlock the secrets of the universe. The desire to transcend the boundaries of human understanding and explore the mysteries of existence drives many to delve into the occult, hoping to gain powers and wisdom beyond the ordinary. Now, while the Watchers and fallen angels may seem like figures from ancient myths and legends, their influence can still be felt today. In literature, film, and popular culture, their stories continue to be retold and reinterpreted, capturing the human fascination with the unknown and the supernatural. From Dante's epic poem, The Divine Comedy, to modern fantasy novels and films, the fallen angels serve as timeless archetypes, representing the struggle between good and evil, the allure of temptation, and the consequences of straying from the righteous path. Their presence in art, music, and literature adds a layer of depth and complexity, exploring themes of betrayal, redemption, and the complexities of the human condition. In conclusion, the tales of the Watchers and fallen angels continue to captivate and intrigue us even today. Whether viewed through the lens of religion, mythology, or occultism, their stories offer profound insights into the human condition, our fascination with the unknown, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. Their influence on Western magic and occultism is undeniable, and their presence in literature, art, and popular culture serves as a testament to their enduring legacy. So what do you think? Do you believe in the existence of watchers and fallen angels? Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions. Thanks for watching and take care.